life, make it last forever. Stop in time, yeah, I'll surrender.
Hi everybody, so I hope you're well and having a really lovely day today as always. Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, please subscribe if you're not already, because it would make me incredibly happy. And as a group, we are so close to 9,000 subscribers. We are so close, so if you aren't subscribed, please do. It would make my day. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please do. So today's video is going to be a little bit different, and if you guys have been watching me a while, you'll know that I film a lot of Lush content and I film a lot of haul videos and favourites and that kind of thing. However, I want to do something a little bit different, and I've basically decided to go through my tips and tricks on how to start a YouTube channel, my kind of advice and what equipment I think you might need. Basically, as much as I can fit into this video, I'm going to squeeze in, and if there's anything else you have questions about, leave them down below and I will either get back to you or I'll do another video. So yeah, I hope you guys find this video helpful, and yeah, without further ado, gonna jump right in. Get yourselves a coffee or a tea, let's go. So the first thing I'm gonna go through is the equipment. So the equipment I use, the equipment I think you guys should use, especially if you're just starting out a YouTube channel and everything like that. So the equipment that I use a Canon 700D, which I've had for the longest time, probably about 6 years, maybe longer. I've had it for a very long time, and I use the 24mm Canon lens. Such a tongue twister, cannot get my words out. I first started off using the kit lens, and I also have another lens which I can't remember what it's called, but it makes the background super blurry, but because I don't really have a background, I feel there's no need for me to use it, so I just tend to use this one, and it does the job. So I love this lens, I use it all the time, and my next door neighbours are banging again. Attached to my Canon camera is a Rode mic, and I cannot recommend this enough. I think it makes such a huge difference in the quality of my videos. I feel like I don't have to shout as much. When I used to film, I felt like I used to have to really shout for you guys to like hear me properly, but with this I can talk at a normal level as if I'm talking to somebody else, and you guys can hear me fine. So really recommend it. They're not too expensive. I think you can get them on Amazon. I will try and link everything in the description as much as I can, but some of these things were gifts, so I'm not too sure what exactly I have, but I can try my best. So yeah, everything I can will be linked down below. I have you guys sat on a tripod. Mine is a Velbon EF41, whatever that means. To be honest with you, it was £19.99 from Collis, which is like a computer shop here in the UK, and it was really affordable. So I don't really see the point in spending a lot on a tripod, because I don't take you guys like out and about very much. So it was cheap and cheerful, and that is the one that I've got, and I've had it for a really long time. So as well as my camera, my lens, my mic and my tripod, I also have 2 lights either side of you, which really make a difference. Obviously without the lights you probably wouldn't be able to see me very well, and I film at weird times of day. So it is currently 4:30 in the afternoon, and I'm not facing a window. My window is actually there. I used to just use natural lighting, which if you are starting out on YouTube, definitely don't feel the need to buy new lights or anything, but the background that I had there just wasn't great. There was a lot going on, and if you followed me for a really long time, you would have known that background, you would have seen it. There are still some videos on my channel with that background, so feel free to go and have a look at those. They're quite old now, but you kind of get the gist of like what it used to look like. But with these lights, obviously I can film whatever I want at any time of day I want. If I wanted to film at 2 in the morning, it would still look exactly the same. So yes, lighting is just so important, and I can't tell you for the life of me how much these ones were or where they're from, so I do apologise, but if I can find anything similar, I'll link it down below. So my second tip is about editing software and why I edit my videos on. So I use iMovie, which is a free app you can get on MacBooks and iMacs and things. However, my MacBook is really old, so this is my MacBook. It is from, I don't even know what one this is. It's the MacBook Pro 15-inch. It's so old, like the little rubber feet on the bottom just have fallen off, and I think I've had this since like 2013 or something, so I do need to get a new laptop at some point. However, it doesn't come with Final Cut Pro, which a lot of the new ones do, I believe, and that is so much better. You have better transitions and sound effects and little things like that that make a lot of difference. So yeah, I don't know whether it's worth paying for, because I think it does cost about like £300 or something ridiculous, but I could be wrong. I think it used to cost that when I was looking at it before, but yeah, I use iMovie. It's so easy to use and it's free, so you don't need to go spending loads of money on that. So my next tip is on finding a niche. Now this is probably the hardest thing in my opinion to do, especially on YouTube, especially now, because everybody and their mum knows somebody that does YouTube. It's not as bizarre as it used to be. I think back when kind of Zoella was about, it was a really odd thing to be doing, especially right at the beginning, which is why everybody back then blew up a lot quicker. However, now on YouTube there's so many Zoellas, there's so many people that talk about Lush, and you just need to find something a little bit different. So when I started talking about Lush and doing haul videos, that is when my channel kind of blew up a little bit bigger. I think I gained about 4,000 subscribers in a year, which was a lot for me. So yeah, it's definitely something that's harder to find. You can't just keep doing the same things. You need to find something a little bit different, and that is the hardest thing about YouTube. I'm not gonna lie, like finding something where people want to come to you rather than watch loads of other people, it's not easy. Even to this day, I don't think I have one particular niche of videos. Like, I do Lush videos and they do get a lot of views. However, I do still like to do things that I enjoy, like favourites and hauls and things like that, just because I don't think every subscriber that I have just watches me for Lush. I could be wrong. Let me know down below what you watch me for. It could just be Lush videos, but I do like to do other things as well. So I'm trying to find a niche, but I'm still struggling, so that is something that I'm working on, but it's definitely a tip to do sooner rather than later, in my opinion. So tip number 4 is about your personality. You really need to shine through on YouTube. A lot of the time I do retake my clips because I'm kind of going or getting my words all muddled, but sometimes I do leave those bits in because it is me and it is kind of a laugh at the end of the day. Like, I don't get paid for this like much at all. It's definitely not a full-time job. It's still a hobby of mine and I really love it. So I kind of want to come across as I do in real life and in person, and a lot of people that I know do tell me that I am very similar in person and on camera, which I hope, because I don't want to be any different. I do kind of talk to you guys as if I'm talking to a friend. So that's kind of the thing that I would say is really important, especially at the start, is don't do things that other people do, like when you're kind of trying to be, can't get my words out now. Basically, don't pretend to be anybody else, because there is only one you and people are going to subscribe for you anyway, so there's no point in trying to pretend you're somebody else, because eventually you're going to have to be yourself, so you may as well start from the beginning. So my next tip is something which a lot of people, I believe, do this for, and I think it's not a great way to be personally, but don't do YouTube for fame or for money or anything like that, because at the end of the day you could be doing this for 3 years and get absolutely nowhere. So there is literally no point in doing it unless you want to do it and it's something that you enjoy doing. Like, I love filming videos and I love editing videos and I love uploading videos and I love making the thumbnails. Like, I love it all so much, and if I ever had this as a full-time job, I'd be living a dream, but I don't at the moment, so it's just a hobby of mine and I absolutely love it. But I think when people do it for money and they do it for fame, you can really tell, so definitely do it for the right reasons and not the wrong ones. So my next tip is don't expect to gain 100,000 subscribers in a day, because it is not going to happen. I've been doing YouTube for a few years now and I haven't even hit 10k yet, because it is a slow process. Unless you're super lucky that at the beginning you make a video and it goes viral, or you get mentioned in somebody's video and your channel just absolutely explodes, you're not going to get 1,000 million subscribers in a really short space of time. It just doesn't happen like that. So you need to be patient, you need to put the work in, trust me. Like, I probably do the same amount of hours on YouTube and editing than I do at a normal job, so it is hard. Like, it's not easy at all, and especially if you want to have a social life at the same time, like, it's so hard to squeeze it all in. Also, for example, like when I go to Disney, I vlog my trips. I am on my camera for most of the trip, so if it doesn't excite you, you're not going to want to do it. So yeah, you definitely have to kind of be patient and really put the work in to get anywhere on YouTube, especially nowadays. It's a lot harder, trust me. So tip number 7 is to take time editing. Now this is something that I never used to do. I used to literally shove all my videos together, crop out all the bits where I said and ah, and upload it to YouTube. Like, that was it. I didn't bother thinking about like transitions or putting photos on the screen or anything like that. It was all just a kind of quick, let's get this uploaded to YouTube. And now I look back at it, I'm like, why did I do that? Because nobody's going to want to watch that. Personally, I think that when you watch YouTube videos and you really enjoy them, it's always the ones that are edited in a really like unique, creative way, or they're really quick. Like, I like the ones where there's not a lot of like thinking and like pausing. I like them to be quick, and I like the information to be thrown at me at a quick pace because I talk fast. So I like that, if that makes sense. But you may find that you like a good pause and you like to come at people in a slower manner, and that's fine. But you just need to do it in a way that you think people are going to enjoy it, because yeah, it's all about the editing at the end of the day. The editing is what makes a video come together. So it's kind of like the icing on a cake, if you know what I mean. So it is very important because nobody wants to eat a dry sponge. So honestly, I should come up with some quotes because I'm just honestly smashing it. My next tip, again, is something I wish somebody had told me previously, and that is that thumbnails are so important. Obviously, you're sat there thinking, obviously thumbnails are important because it is the first thing that people see. But you also want to make sure that it ties your channel together, that it expresses what the video is going to be about. You need to have it eye-catching, but it also needs to be a really quick explanation on the video. So for example, when I do a Lush video, I find that the videos that get the most views are the ones that have the Lush logo in, rather than just writing the word Lush in like some cool font, if you know what I mean. Like, things like that do eye-catch people. They are eye-catching. I'm really bad at my words today, honestly. Things like that are really eye-catching, and it's what draw people in. So thumbnails are so important. Honestly, take your time with the thumbnail. Also, feel free to go onto YouTube and look at the videos that other people have uploaded and their style of thumbnail. Don't copy it by any means, but take ideas, take inspiration, and make your own. So yeah. So tip number 9 is something which I still haven't done yet, but I definitely need to start getting into, and that is end cards. Now, I've done a lot of research on end cards recently, and it's very, very important, especially to get people to subscribe and to watch other videos. End cards are kind of a key feature. So if you haven't done them yet, make sure you're adding end cards into all your videos. Link a video that you either have just uploaded or something relevant to the video they're watching, which means they're going to watch more, if that makes sense. So definitely do that. I need to do it as well. So hopefully at the end of this video, there will be an end card. I'm not too sure. I need to still figure out how to do it, but hopefully, fingers crossed, we've done it and we've smashed it. And my final tip for you guys, if you're wanting to start a YouTube channel, is to just have fun. A lot of people upload videos, especially when they're really on trend and really popular, but to be honest with you, I don't want to sit in my car for 24 hours and I don't want to try and eat 1,000, 10,000 calories like in a day. It just doesn't interest me. Do your videos you enjoy, because your personality and your love for the video will come across in that video, and I think that will draw more people in. I can definitely tell when people are filming videos and they don't really want to film them. It's definitely something that does show, so don't be that person. Do what you love and create videos you enjoy, because at the end of the day, you have to sit for hours and make them, so you may as well enjoy doing it. So that is everything for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. I hope it was somewhat helpful and that you guys got some tips from it. Do leave me a comment down below if you've got any questions or you have any other tips yourself, or if you want a part 2, I can try and think of some other ones. But yeah, let me know down below any tips you guys have, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you in my next video. I hope there's an end card to this video now. Fingers crossed. Bye guys!